say, man? We live in front of Carnegie High School, Carnegie Vanguard High School. It's the school that Millard House's daughter goes to, Reagan. Reagan. That's her name, Reagan House. So, Reagan, go call your daddy. Tell him we need our principal back at Yates, man. We'll get our principal back at Yates. We're going to keep applying pressure, man.
They know what our programs, our numbers won't go up.
We're going to keep applying pressure, man.
Didn't let his daughter come there because Millard House daughter actually wants to attend.
I'm out here with Marcus Brooks. Man, these folk, they done call. Man, these folk done call every type of law you think they can call out here, and we ain't went nowhere. Let me tell y'all what y'all can't do, man. I just want to get some more people on here, and then I want to address this. Because they call the police thing, and I guess that thought was going to scare somebody or something. They even called some federal people. The fuck, who cares? Well, you can't curse. That'll be disorderly conduct. Well, take me to jail. They done call every type of law you could think of. And I'm still sitting out here in front of Carnegie. You know why? Because everybody ain't scared of the police. You can't scare me because you call the police. It doesn't work with me like that. As long as I'm on city property, which is that sidewalk, there's nothing that you can do. They've had a few parents wanted to stop and talk to us, and but is this fair to these kids? No. But is it fair to our kids what we go through on the other side of town? No. So from here on out, if our kids are uncomfortable, y'all kids gonna be uncomfortable. And that's all it boils down to. Ain't all this unequal education and steady begging for equity, we ain't doing it no more. We just gonna make everybody uncomfortable from here on out. So in case y'all don't know, I'm in front of Carnegie Vanguard High School, the stolen high school that was inside of Jones, and they stole it from South Park. I mean, if it doesn't work, Cornetta, what does work? Begging? Yeah, that doesn't work anymore. See, they want us to beg for what we want. They want to send the cops out here, thinking everybody's scared. Man, that cop shit don't work no more. You right, Cornetta, it don't work. And it don't work with me anyway because I know my rights. So, and as long as I know my rights, I mean, I'm not worried about no police. They don't scare me in the least bit. Matter of fact, I told him, man, you need to go get in your car because you unless you can tell me what I done did wrong, then you ain't even have to approach me. I don't give a damn, man. Yeah, I'm outside of Carnegie. We outside. My bullhorn went down, so I'm gonna have to get me another bullhorn today. But I'll pick me up one. But we outside of Carnegie because this is the school that the superintendent's daughter goes to. And since our kids, and I want to say this to where you can hear me, brother. Since our kids gotta be uncomfortable, the Negro your child gonna be uncomfortable. And this whole school gonna be uncomfortable. Just like our whole school uncomfortable. Can make this stop because if you think this is it, I got some more. I got a treasure trove full of ways to have you shaking like a stripper at $2 Tuesday. Millard, your ego is what's gonna do you in. So I want to put this out here right now so that Millard can understand it. They're not gonna renew your contract, Negro. I've accomplished my goal. They're not gonna renew your contract. You would have to have a act of God for these people to renew your contract. And this foolishness that you're doing in front of the public, and I have millions of viewers, you're not gonna get another job either. You can either fix this problem and show people that you give a damn about children that are not just Anglo, or you will never get another job across the country at all. Don't care nothing about you, homeboy.
Sure that we secure a great quality education for our neighborhood schools.
Exactly.
Y'all will be surprised the inequality that takes place. Again, some of y'all that may not have been on earlier, let me go ahead and educate y'all to the fact that Reagan House, Millard House daughter, who's zoned to Jack Gates, was paraded around Jack Gates because she told her daddy she wanted to go to a black school. She wanted to be around kids like her. If y'all watched earlier on the live, it was a student come out here. He was gracious enough to come out here and talk to us and to be educated. This kid said the running joke around this school is that, man, black people just Muslim really don't matter. He says about 10 of them. He said out of his mouth.
10 black kids in there.
He live in Stafford. He's wondering why the equality is different from their school to other schools. They come from a child.
They've been saying it. The kids been saying it for years.
So I'm telling everybody, man.
They want to get these kids what they need at these schools.
Man, mobilize and let's get this fight going. This fight is good.
So yeah, we out here, man. We ain't going nowhere. We ain't going nowhere. We out in front of Carnegie Vanguard right now, giving them the business. Been out here since 7:30, right when the loud noise ordinance was no longer in effect. See, when you know the law, you can do a lot of things. Millard House the second. I ain't got nothing but time. Nothing but time.
He said that he wished that he didn't have to leave to come to school so early. He envied his friends because he can't do the stuff that kids do. And did he say that, Mom?
Yeah.
Go back and look at Mother Live, man. We in the kid. We didn't call him. He came up. Want to talk to us. That says a lot, man.
And he was cool until they ran him into school.
Get out of here, man. Give me this fight. It's real.
And we out in front of Carnegie Vanguard, the high school that Millard House daughter Reagan goes to. And think we'll figure out her name on Millard. Come on, dog. Man, come on, man. We gonna figure that name out, bro. But I tell you what, the funniest thing to me is the attitudes of these people over here. The attitudes. You know, trying to tell folks what they can and cannot do. You better take your stinking ass in that school and go sit down somewhere. As long as I'm on city property, I can do what I want to do. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't want nobody to think that. Yeah, exactly. So I had to answer a tweet, and I had to answer a tweet. Let me get something straight with y'all, man, so that we can get something clarified. It's okay when black children are treated like garbage. It's okay when black schools are underserved and underutilized. It's okay when the black kids don't have the resources. And it's okay for them to be uncomfortable. But as soon as your kid's uncomfortable, you want to get the bump in your mouth. Well, let me tell you how I feel. And that go for any race of people, and I don't care. If you don't give a fuck about our kids, we don't give a fuck about yours. I live by the Bible, eye for eye. I'm going to say it for you real slow. If If you don't give a fuck about our kids, we don't give a fuck about yours. And that's what it is. So you can take your privileged ass and go sit down somewhere. And go sit down somewhere. It is what it is. I'll be back in a minute.